Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So in my previous video, I had started with module 4. In that we are discussed with the basics of hardware description language, its definition, and after that we have seen in the introduction to Verilog programming, the brief history and the syntax, and along with one example we have seen the how the Verilog programmings are represented using C programming and the different Verilog ports, right? So those things are very important. Those are the fundamentals which are required to be known. Okay, so those who have not seen that, please go and watch it. In this video we are going to be starting with the operations of Verilog, that is Verilog operators. So basically there are four important operators which we are going to be discussing in this. Okay, first is the logical operators. Okay, in that logical operators we are using the logic gates in order to represent two bits at a time. Okay, so these are the basic logic gates. As you guys know, in the previous lower classes also you have learned this multiple times: AND gate, OR gate, NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, and NOT gate. Okay, next we are having the relational operators. This basically is used to express the relation between two objects. Okay, so these are some of the relations, that is one is equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, between two bits or between two objects these relational operators are used. After that we are having arithmetic operators. So it is used to perform arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Then we are having shift operators. In that it is used to move bits of an object in a certain direction, such as left shifts or right shifts. So these are the operators which are used under shift. Okay, so these are the operators which we are going to be discussing in this video, starting from logical operators. Okay, so this is the heading, logical operators. So what do you mean by logical operators? You see here, these operators perform logical operations such as AND, OR, NAND, NOR, XOR, XNOR, and NOT gate. Okay, the operation can be between two operands or on a single operand. Okay, it would be depending on the user input. However number of how much ever number of inputs are there, with respect to that the operation takes place. Okay, it is not dependent on any inputs. The operand can be a single bit or multiple bits. So these are the Verilog operators for each symbol, how it is represented. So you see here, this and here you need to be you could be checking your keyboard. This and this symbol is and symbol, and it represents the equivalent logic AND gate. Okay, operand type and result type for all these logic gates are bits only. Then this is the symbol used to represent OR gate. Negation and, that is NAND is a combination of NOT gate as well as AND gate, right? So that's why negation symbol into AND would be giving you a NAND gate. Negation symbol into OR symbol would be giving you an NOR gate. Then this up to the power symbol, the arrow symbol represents the XOR gate. Negation and the arrow symbol represents the XNOR gate, and only negation symbol represents a NOT gate. Okay, so these things are clear under Verilog operators. Now let us see some of the Verilog logical operators. That is, a Verilog logical operator can be defined as bitwise, Boolean logical, and reduction logical operators. Okay, so you see here the bitwise operators are similar to VHDL logical operators. They operate on the corresponding bits of two operands. Okay, so those things are shown in the below table. So with one example, you could be understanding the bitwise operators. You see here, if z you assume that this is the relationship between given between z, x, and y, that is z is equal to x and y. If the value of x is 1011 and y is 1010, they are 4-bit signals, then the resultant answer for z we would be getting it as 1010 is logical. And why? Because you see here in the equation they have given z is equal to x and y, right? So that's why between each of the bits the logical and operation takes place, and we would be getting this as the result. Okay, you see here, first you do the comparison of the MSB bit, that is 1 and 0. 1 ANDed with 0, it is 0, right? And here for the next bit now, 1 and 1. So 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. Then again 0 and 0. 0 ANDed with 0 is 0. Then 1 and 1. 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. So like that, if you do for each bit operation you need to be performing, so that you would be getting the answer as z is equal to 1010, and you could be saying it as a logical AND operation. Okay, this is the bitwise operator. Then we are having Boolean operator. It operates on the two operands. The result is either Boolean true 1 or false 0. Okay, so they are shown in the below tables here. And one example for the Boolean operators they have given, you see here, if z is equal to x double and y, okay, where x is 1011, y is 0001, then z is equal to 1. Second case, if x is 1010 and y is 0101, then z is equal to 0. Okay, so for z naught, for the negation of z equal to x, if x is 1111, then z equal to 0. These are the operators which is used for the Boolean operations. Okay, so these are the operators for Boolean. For Boolean operators, the double symbols and is represented using is represented for and operation, and the double line or is used for representing or operation, which does the comparison between two bits here. Okay, if this says that this condition is satisfied or that is true, if it is equal to 1 when these two are equal, or the second case is that if the values of x and y are given like this, then the z is equal to 0. Okay, so for each bit, one by one, the bitwise operation happens, and like this the comparison is done using Boolean operations. Okay, so this is Boolean. One more we are having, that is called as reduction operators. So these operators operate on a single operand. The result is Boolean. Whatever the result we get, that is Boolean. One example they have given, you see here, if y is equal to and of x, if x is 1010, then y is and of 1010. That is 1 and with 0 and with 1 and with 0. Okay, for each bit you need to be performing and operation all together, and you would be getting the answer as 0. Okay, so this is the reduction operators. So the symbols are given here. This is the symbol for reduction, and the number of operands are 1 in each case. This is for reduction or, this is for reduction and, reduction nor, reduction XOR, and reduction XNOR, and this is the negation. Okay, negation means the complement. So this is clear for all these things under reduction operators. Okay, so now that's all for logical operators. Now we will discuss with the Verilog relational operators. Okay, so here the relation is done basically using the Boolean functions for false or true. Okay, the false is used for representing the zero, that is the result of false is can be also in the bit representation, we'll be telling it as it is zero, or true it is one. Okay, so now let us see how these are implemented. So these are implemented to compare the values of two objects, and let us see now the definition part, the Verilog relational operators. So the Verilog has a set of relational operator which is similar to the hardware description Verilog language. It returns Boolean values false or true. Okay, false is for 0 and true is for 1. So with one example, let us try to understand this relational operators here. You see here, the result can also be of type unknown x, where any of the operand include don't care or unknown or high impedance. So this below table shows the list of Verilog relational operators, and this is one example given for it. You see here, if a double equal to b, if the values that is, if the values of a and b contain one and more don't care or z bits, the value of expression is unknown. That is, if a is equal to b, then the result of the expression is true, that is, it is 1. But if a is not equal to b, the result of the expression is false or 0. Okay, like this the relation is established between those two operands, and we are getting the uh, result either in terms of true or false bits. Okay, so and these are the list of Verilog operators which are used. First is double equal to. It indicates the equality between those two bits. The result would be either 0, 1, or not possible, or not unknown. Okay, so that's why it is represented as x here. Next is not equal to, that is the exclamatory and equal to sign. It indicates for the inequality, that could be either 0, 1, that is either true or false, or x. Then triple equal to, that is the equality inclusive. Okay, in that we are not having any special case. It would be, especially it would be true or false, we won't be having any other condition here. Okay, next for exclamatory mark and double equal to, that is inequality inclusive. This is also either 0 or 1. Then we are having less than, either it's true or false result type. Then less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so these are the basic relational operators which is used to be which is used to establish the relation between the two operands. Now let us see with the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. These arithmetic operators can perform a wide variety of operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so these are the sets of Verilog arithmetic operators used here. It is not an extensive type oriented language. For example, if y is given by a and with b, the a star b, it calculates the values of y as the product of a times b. Okay, so this is the table given here which is used to represent different Verilog arithmetic operators. So one by one let us see. First is plus here. Its description, it is used for addition between two bits here, a plus b, and A or B type. The type of A and B are numerical values, okay, and the type of Y is also, the result obtained is also numeric. Then minus is used for subtraction. Again, the type is numeric. This star is used for multiplication, and this slash is used for division here. Then this percentage symbol is used for modulation. Okay, modulation indicates that it is for the remainder, whether the remainder of these two would be equal to 0 or not. Okay, so that's why we are using the modulus. It should be exactly divisible. Okay, then only this is done, this is performed. Otherwise this percentage symbol is not used. After that, double star, it indicates the exponent value of a star b. Okay, next is the concatenation, that is it should be combined together, a comma b. So these are the basic Verilog arithmetic operators. Please note it down. Now let's get to the shift and rotate operators. Very important under Verilog. So the shift left represents the multiplication by 2, and shift right represents the division by 2. Okay, so let us see one by one now. Verilog shift and rotate operators. It has basic shift operators. These are unary operators. Unary means for a single bit. That is the operation on a single operand. For example, if A is 1110 is a bit of 4 vector table, it shows the Verilog shift and rotate operations. Okay, so you see here now, these are the basic Verilog shift and rotate operators used, which are very important. So the first one is a double less than 1. Okay, so this less than sign is repeated twice, right? So that indicates that it is shift left. Okay, so shift left, so shift a one position left logical. Okay, yeah, so you see here operand a before shift it is 1110, right? Now if you do shift left 11 bits, if you shift left side, what happens? You see here, first is this one. If you want to shift this one to the left side, since the bit flexibility is only of 4 bits, so that's why this one would be coming outside. Then this one would be shifting here, this one would be shifted here, this one would be shifted here, and it goes on.